So that new Project Sonic 2017 game thing looks pretty good. And by that I of course mean, oh man, I sure wish we could get some information on this game already. And we do. Kind of. We know that it's going to be a holiday title and that it'll be coming to the Nintendo Switch. And you know, on that note, does anyone else think that it's pretty cool how we're getting a new 3D Mario and a new 3D Sonic game around the same time on the same brand new console? Just felt as if that was worth mentioning. But lastly, Project Sonic 2017, or whatever they decide to call this game in the end, will be introducing a new character and a new gameplay component. And this could mean anything, really. The whole situation's kind of vague, but that ain't gonna stop people from banging on about rumors and shit. So I'm gonna join in on the fuckfest. So here we go! Some have speculated that this new character will be none other than the Dreamcast Sonic, and to be fair, there are bits of evidence that back up this claim. Now feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but to my knowledge, the original pitch of Sonic Generations was to apparently feature Classic Sonic, Modern Sonic, and Dreamcast Sonic. All three of these characters will represent the time periods that their games were from. This didn't pan out because Ryan Drummond, the original voice actor for Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic Adventure 1, 2, and Sonic Heroes, didn't want to leave his talent union, so the idea of controlling three Sonics was scrapped. Next, I want to take a look at Sonic Lost World, a game that everybody loves, and I'm not wrong for loving this game as much as I do. Many have stated that... Wait, hang on, just give me... Okay. Some has stated... Wait, hold on, just give me a second. Okay, I have stated at one point or another that Sonic Lost World kind of feels like an attempt at making Sonic control like how we did in the Sonic Adventure games. He's not boosting around like some kind of asshole, you can spin dash jump, you got the bounce attack, and you have more control over him. It's not note-for-note adventure gameplay, but it's the closest thing that we've gotten since Sonic 06. Poor bastard. Man, you tried so hard. But there are those opposed to this idea who say that there shouldn't be three versions of Sonic. If anything, there shouldn't be two in the first place. Sonic has a number of friends like Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Shadow, just to name a few. And if we're going to have multiple playable characters, then they'd rather play as them and not just another version of Sonic. That having two versions of Sonic is not only safe, but is pandering to the classic Sonic fans. And understandably, the folks who grew up with the Dreamcast games kind of feel left out. But what exactly do I make of this whole Dreamcast Sonic situation? Do I think that there should be a third playable version of the character? I mean, I guess, I'd be okay with it, but it's not really something that I want, but, you know, it'd be cool, I guess. I mean, more importantly, I just want the game to be fun, and I want it to be good and polished, you know, typically what we want from Sonic games. People are complaining that we have two different versions of Sonic, but I never hear people complain about how we have multiple versions of Mario and Mario Kart and Smash Bros, so, you know, whatever. If I'm being fair, I do understand the arguments that the naysayers provide, and to an extent, I do agree with them. You guys know me, I absolutely love Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Hell, Sonic Adventure is one of my favorite games of all time. I would love it if we got multiple playable characters again, but I do understand the harm in having Adventure Sonic in the game. I mean, come on! We got Classic Sonic, Adventure Sonic, Modern Sonic, Boom Sonic. I mean, the poor fucker has an identity crisis that Cloud can relate with. But with all that said, I'm going to try to look at this possible outcome through a positive perspective. Why? Because that's just what I do here. Like I said before, this was originally an idea that they had for Sonic Generations, so I don't see the harm in taking an old, scrapped idea and giving it some new light. Okay, hang on. Now, obviously, there's going to be exceptions to this, but if they added Adventure Sonic into Sonic Generations, I don't think anybody would have complained. Some might say that it'd be too difficult to tell the difference between Modern Sonic and Adventure Sonic because they're the same character. But if we're being fair, Classic and Modern are technically the same character. Classic Sonic is just a younger version of Modern Sonic. So why can't Adventure Sonic be like the... I don't know, like the edgy teen who always goes on about how it's not a phase, mom, Alright, in all seriousness, there is a clear personality difference between Adventure and Modern Sonic. Adventure Sonic seems to be a bit more energetic, more spontaneous, more unpredictable. Modern Sonic seems to be a bit more chilled, more relaxed, and loves cracking bad jokes, you know, referencing copyright laws and memes. I like both versions of Sonic if I'm being honest, but I've always liked the Adventure Sonic more. Hell, it's in the name, Adventure Sonic. He was always so eager to jump right into the action, you know? Even in the face of danger, he'd still crack a grin and talk condescendingly to someone who has a gun pointed to one of his best friends. Plus, there's the different voice actors. I'm sure if Sega and Sonic Team really wanted to, they could find a workaround to let Ryan voice Adventure Sonic in a new game. Ryan and Roger sound completely different, so I think it'd be easy to tell them apart. On that note, I hear some people say that they'd rather take Boom Sonic over Adventure Sonic, and it's like, really? I mean, I nothing against it, but we'd have a version of Sonic who doesn't talk and two versions of Sonic voiced by the same guy. Honestly, I think that would be more confusing than just having Dreamcast Sonic in the game. And, I don't know. I think Adventure and Modern Sonic can look different enough. Adventure Sonic can be slightly taller than Classic Sonic, and he can have longer quills, let him have a dark blue, and if they really wanted to go the extra mile, he can give him the soap shoes like how he had in Sonic Adventure 2. That'd be cool. Really, the only thing that would have me worried about having Adventure Sonic in the game is how he would play. Like, would he really play like Adventure gameplay, or would it be something in the style of Adventure? Or in the case of Sonic 06, a flat, diet off-brand version of Adventure gameplay. Man, you tried so hard, didn't you? If we were to get an Adventure Sonic, I'd want him to control like how he did in the Sonic Adventure games. I'm talking a smooth, steady acceleration to his top speed, and a spin dash so you can spam the fuck out of. Add the light speed dash and the bounce bracelet from Sonic Adventure 2, but put them on different buttons. Make grinding on rails fun and give me actual control over what I'm doing. Not make them automated. Bring back the physics, make it feel like a classic Sonic game in 3D. Also, please make spin dash jumping fun like I want Sonic Adventure 1, please! Sonic Lost World, I love you, and your spin dash jumping was fun, but it was not nearly as good as Adventure 1 spin dash jumping. But the big thing for me is that I want wide open level design. I know people like the more linear focus levels from Sonic Adventure 2, and that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying I prefer the way how the levels were handled in the first Sonic Adventure. The environments were, for the most part, pretty wide and expansive. I like seeing Sonic run away from a giant truck, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather be jumping along buildings and skyscrapers and whatnot, you feel? If we're going to get Adventure Sonic, I'd want him to be handled with care. I'd want him to be accurate. I feel as if they were to bring him into the game, there wouldn't be too much to worry about. If Generations is anything to go off of, then I think it's safe to say that they know what they're doing. To wrap things up here, I completely understand why people are worried that Adventure Sonic would be in the game. It's playing it safe, and people like Sonic because the franchise seems to pride itself on taking risks. And honestly, that's something I've always loved about the series as well. Even with Lost World, people say that it's bland and generic, and to be fair, they're not wrong when they're talking about the level iconography. But ditching the boost and adding a new parkour feature was a risk and something that I really liked about the game, but, that's not here or there. At the end of the day, I don't really see so much wrong with this because Sonic Team would be giving us what a lot of people want. People have been clamoring for an adventure-style game for years, and this could be a step in the right direction. Keyword, could. If people respond positively to Adventure Sonic's gameplay, then who knows? That might convince Sonic Team to make Sonic Adventure 3. Hell, Takashi Iizuka even said that he'd be down to make it one day, but what I'd like to see come out of that is a completely different bag of worms. But for now, I'm just sitting back and patiently waiting for more news about this new adventure with potentially 3 Sonics. Hang on a minute. What? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Alpharad already made a joke about this. Fuck!